ceviche is
Hey
done.
everybody, so we're gonna make
Give you a good view of it. Right?
I can't point this thing. Let me see.
All good, yummy. Fish is
Okay,
good.
so I'm gonna make some ceviche.
Delicious.
Yes, I'm having to use this ugly crab meat, but
Made some homemade chips.
nobody's catching
Scoop
crab
there.
because they
Good to go.
HEB, Kroger's, and Randall's, none of them had any crab meat. So we're gonna make it work this time. But typically, I would use like whole lump crab meat that you get in the seafood section, but nobody had any, so that's what we get. So we're gonna use shrimp, some tilapia, some crab. We've got some spices, and we're gonna use the lemon as our citrus to cook our fish, and just some other. Since Sid doesn't like vegetables in his, we're gonna use some spices to replace those flavors. But I personally, when I typically make ceviche, there's avocado, tomato, onions. There's a lot. You can put anything you want in ceviche, but the trick of it is just to know how to get the fish cooked. So that's what we're gonna work on. I'm gonna get all my stuff together here, and we'll start making some ceviche. Okay, so I've chopped up the pseudo crab meat. I'm gonna cut up some large shrimp. These I bought a bag of frozen 1 pound of shrimp, deveined, tails off, and we're gonna chop these up. Make sure that they did really get them all clean. We're gonna cut these into bite-sized pieces, and then we're going to start cutting up our tilapia. So we just want to get the shrimp as dry as you can. If there's any water in the bag or if they're wet, I want to try to dry them off. So I'll cut like each one into like 3 pieces. Yeah. Just like I said, so watch for any of them. They come from a factory, so it can make a miss one. So just watch for anything that you don't want in there to be. So I'm just going to continue to cut all of these shrimp into pieces, and then I'll get the tilapia, and I'll bring it back. Ooh, this is going to smell good. Okay, all my shrimp are cut up. I'm going to add those to the crab. So we got that. Okay, so we got that in there. We're going to start working on the tilapia. Okay, I got 2 tilapia fillets here, and we're going to try to use the white meat and not the bloodline, the red part in the middle. So I just kind of cut it around that. So we're going to not use this piece. So we have 2 good clean pieces. I'll do the same thing with this one. Oh, this one's got a little more red on it. Okay. We're going to. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna chop these into about the same size pieces as the shrimp. And we're gonna get these in the bowl. And then we'll start getting our lemon juice ready. Put a couple seasons in here, but it's gonna be good stuff. So we're just gonna chop these into bite-sized pieces. Just put them in the bowl, right along with the other seafood. And I'm just gonna cut these up. I'm sure you know how to do that, so I'll get back with you whenever. Okay, so I've got all the fish mixed in here. I just cleaned my board up a little bit. I'm just gonna give these a good little mix around so everybody's here in the bowl together, all mingling. All right, so we're gonna start juicing our lemons. I just have about 4 good sized lemon here. If I need some more, I have some more in the fridge. You can use lime juice. You can use a mixture of lemon and lime juice. I usually use lemon juice, but I've seen a lot of people that make it with lime. So it's either way. You can just kind of roll your lemon a little bit to kind of release the juices. Put some little weight on it on the counter. Helps them be a little more juicier. So we're just going to go ahead and cut up these, maybe. I think it's time to sharpen my knife. Okay. So I got my little handy dandy tool. We're just gonna start. And you want to just have not too much. You don't want to make it like a soup. You want to make sure that you just have enough to cover the fish. So, yeah, we're not making lemon soup. Need some muscle for this job. Okay, well, I'm going to continue to juice away the rest of these lemons. And then we'll season this baby up and get it in the fridge. Make some chips. Fry up some corn tortillas to make some chips to eat it with. I'm not going to eat it. I don't eat fish. Just cricket. I don't eat seafood at all. I know, from Seattle. Who from Seattle doesn't eat seafood? I know. Not right. Whatever. Okay. Here's another one. Let me kind of judge how much juice we got here. Oh, we're getting pretty close. You can see the fish already cooking. It's already starting to turn color. You just tell the shrimps as well.
The only reason for concern for the Steelers right now, Ben Roethlisberger showed up in the post-game press conference in a walking boot. Said he hurt himself late in the fourth quarter, but says he will play this one. I don't doubt that. This is one tough character, right? And Ben Roethlisberger, and put him in a boot simply. I've had with boot just slowing the leg down.
One more, and I think it's the perfect amount of juice, so we're gonna be good here. Okay. So if you're using fresh veggies like onions and you're using tomatoes and onions and all that, you're gonna put all this together just by the seafood, cover it, let it stay in the fridge for about 2 hours, then bring it out and add in any extra fresh ingredients. You're gonna drain out the extra lemon juice, and then you're going to add in your extra fresh ingredients after you've already cooked the seafood. But since we're not adding those fresh added ingredients, we're going to use some herbs, so you want that to sit so it can flavor the seafood while it's cooking. Essentially, you can add some more after you're done, but we're going to give it a generous amount of salt, which also helps the acidity to help start cooking. Since we're not putting onions, I'm going to put onion powder. So, got that. We're going to add some oregano. Just a little. I'd say it's about half a teaspoon of oregano. And grind in some pepper. Okay. We're going to add about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Helps keep everything moist so it doesn't dry out. And then a splash of sriracha. You can use whatever kind of hot sauce you like. Okay, so we're just going to stir this all around, cover it with some plastic wrap, or we'll get it in the fridge so it can start cooking. Well, it's already starting. You'll see it, it's quick. It smells, ooh, the hot sauce smells good. So I'm going to let this sit in there. When I take it out, I'll drain the extra juice out, and then I'll have Sid taste it and see if we needed to add some more seasons to it. But the longer it sits, the better it tastes. So when I make a batch, I just put it in a silver container or leave it in a glass bowl with plastic wrap, and after work or whenever he wants a snack, you can open the fridge and dip him out some ceviche. So it's a good thing to have like in the fridge for a quick snack. It's good for you, healthy. So here we go. So I'm going to cover this in plastic wrap, put it in the fridge, and I'll show you what it looks like after it's done. Okay, so injury. I was getting the saran wrap out of the drawer and accidentally placed my finger across the edge of the tin foil, a little braided part to cut that off. So we are now 1 finger down for the day. But again, here I am to go ahead and get our ceviche back and get it in the fridge and get everything else back on track. So little first aid magic. Here we are, back cooking. See you in a little while. All right,
Ceviche is done. Give you a good view of it, right? I can't point this thing. It's all good, it's yummy, it's just cooked, delicious. Made some homemade chips. Scoop it out. It's good to go.